Welcome to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon from iHeartRadio. Your pop culture news, views, reviews, and celebrity interviews on all the movies, TV, music, and pop culture you crave weekly. Here's Kyle McMahon.
Nah. Hello, and welcome to Pop Culture Weekly with Kyle McMahon. I, of course, am Kyle McMahon, and I am joined. We are bringing back the rotating panel of guest hosts, and I am joined for the first time by the promo girl herself, Amanda Baez. What's up?
Hey, what's up?
How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Good. You are relatively new to iHeart, what, the last 2 months or so?
Yeah, I got hired in May.
Okay.
So 2 months, yeah.
Yeah. And what do you think?
It's good.
Yeah.
I like it. It's a lot of learning. It's a lot of trying to see where I fit in and what my interests are. And it's just been a great experience. I love working with Krista. She's the
Krista
bomb.
Cooper. Yeah.
Shout out to Krista because she is just she's so amazing.
And what about me, who's also here?
To be honest. No, you're great too. You're great too.
I love that you put up with my, I don't want to say crap, but like everything that comes with me, like my craziness.
Yeah.
Like today, for instance, I look like a 74-year-old sunburnt corpse because I am doing these, as you know, I'm doing these Photona laser treatments.
Yeah.
Courtesy of my friends at Care Aesthetics in Delaware. They are amazing. But what happens is I go and they do all this crazy magic. But then like the next 3 days, I'm like this. And you guys can't see, obviously, but I am super red, super swollen, and kind of look like a corpse.
Well, you know, the beauty is pain.
That is true.
That's what they say. So it takes time.
It does. And then in 4 days, I'll look, amazing.
Trust the process. You got to trust the process. It's hard to trust the process when the process isn't processing, I guess. I just trust it.
We're going to make that an IG quote. It's trust the process, even though it's hard to trust the process when the process is processing.
It's not processing.
All right. So I'm really excited because we haven't done this format with Pop Culture Weekly in years. Like literally it might have been COVID because, all the other talents were in here regularly. And so I had a rotating panel of guest hosts that every week, maybe we had 6 people that every week we would rotate.
Yeah.
So I had somebody that would like join me and we would discuss stuff. And then that all went away with COVID. It was just me by myself in this building.
That's terrible.
Yeah, it was like, and then, somebody said something about, one of the listeners was like, when are you going to bring back the thing? And I'm like, clearly you're saying that I'm boring by myself, but that's fine.
Yeah.
So let's do it. And I also do like I like interacting. You know what I mean? It's just better this way. So anyway, so we're also going back to the old format now that we can, which is the first segment is What's Out This Week. I had to find that. So in movies, Longlegs. Have you heard of Longlegs?
No.
Okay, so I'm a huge horror fan.
Wait, I have. I've seen all of these commercials for it.
Yeah. So the log line for it is FBI agent Lee Harker is assigned to an unsolved serial killer case that takes an unexpected turn, revealing evidence of the occult. But Harker discovers a personal connection to the killer and must stop him before he strikes again.
Yes, that's on my watch list.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah. I want to see that. I'll probably see that this weekend too. Who knows? See, the cool thing about having this show is that I often get to see them before they come out. Whether, it's a screener I go to in New York or whether they send me a screener for home or whatever. I missed both of the Twisters and Longlegs, the screeners, just because of when they happened.
Yeah.
I was out of town, so wouldn't have worked. But then I just used my Regal Unlimited Pass, which I freaking love, and go to Regal whenever I want.
Mm-hmm.
Do you know the Regal Unlimited Pass?
I do. One of my friends has it, and she's she loves it.
Yeah.
She swears by it.
Yeah. It's $22 a month for unlimited movies.
I think that she gets free popcorn too.
Yeah.
She has like points.
Yes.
Or something.
Yep. Then you get 10% off concessions, and then you rack up points for literally every dollar that you spend. So then you can use those points on free popcorn, free drinks, free, tickets, like whatever. Like, so you could bring a friend with the free tickets that you get from going for free. Like, it's like crazy. I love it.
Crazy.
I'm obsessed with it. But anyway, yes. So do you have any interest in Longlegs?
Yeah. Well, sometimes I would want to see the trailers, but I feel like nowadays trailers tell the whole story.
Yes.
And I don't like that. Like,
Yeah.
I feel like the whole entire movie is summed up in 2 minutes.
Yeah.
And I hate that. So that's why I do not like seeing the trailers. But then a part of me wants to see the trailers because I want to know what to expect.
Right.
But I just feel torn. So I just end up not watching the trailers. But I believe that it will be good.
You know what I do? If I know that I'm going to see the movie, I won't watch the trailer. If I've like never heard of it or whatever, I'll watch it until I decide that I want to see it. So if I'm like, oh, what's this? And then 30 seconds in, I'm like, oh, I want to see this. I close my eyes in the theater, which people probably think I'm a weirdo. But that way, nothing is spoiled.
You don't know.
Yeah. So I've seen
sense.
just enough to see it, to know if I want to see it or not.
Yeah, like
you know
if
what I
you're
mean?
sold.
Exactly.
Okay.
Part of the problem is with that is that if I'm not doing it on like YouTube or something,
you hear it.
well, I don't even mind that because I'll like in my head I'll be like la 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 la. But if it's on YouTube, okay. So if I'm in the theater and doing this and I shut my eyes, I often miss what it's called because when my eyes are shut, they end up flashing the title at the end. So, but like on YouTube or whatever, it says what it is, so that way I know. So I haven't figured out a way around that yet because I haven't been able to time. Like with my eyes closed, I don't know when they're gonna show what the movie, the title of the movie. So anyway, but what else is out? Oh, in music, Katy Perry has released her first song in years, and it's the lead single off of her upcoming album, 143, which comes out September 20th. And the lead single from the song is called Woman's World. Have you heard it yet?
I haven't.
It's like very dance poppy, and actually she said that the album 143, which stands for I Love You, is like a dance pop Lady Gaga-ish, Madonna-ish album.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so I'm really interested in what this album will be. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I think about Katy Perry and I think about the 2000s.
Yeah.
That's what I grew up listening to.
Yeah.
So,
Firework and Roar and like all those bops. You know what I mean?
I completely forgot about her. Like, I'm not going to lie. Which
God.
I'm really sad about because I was a massive fan in middle school.
Yeah.
Like, I bought her perfume.
Did you?
I bought Killer Queen, yeah. I was obsessed with Katy Perry. I feel like everyone has a Katy Perry phase. Mine was in middle school, but I was such a big fan and I completely forgot about her. I don't know, like she just wasn't releasing music and
well, yeah, she was like doing American Idol and like all that stuff. She did release some albums, but like what was the one called? Smile in 2000. Oh, Prism was 2013.
Yeah, was that her last one?
No, then Witness came out in 2017.
Oh my god.
Witness was awesome because it had Swish Swish. Do you remember that song? Swish Swish Bish. Another one in the basket.
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh my god, I forgot.
I love that song. Then she released Smile in 2020, which didn't really like light up the world, but it did have Harley's in Hawaii, which was a great song, and then Never Really Over. Remember that song?
Never really.
If it's really over, then it's never really over.
Oh my! That was Katy Perry?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
Why did I not know that?
And then now, 4 years later, she'll release 143. So I'm excited for that. Did you know that she has a cat named Katy Perry? Oh my God.
Yes, I know about Katy Perry. I'm telling you, I was a big Katy cat. Yeah. Talking about Katy Perry is bringing back all of my Katy cat, memories from when I was in middle school. Yeah.
And wow, this is all about nostalgia today. Watching Twister and listening to Katy Perry and
Roar was my thing.
That is a great song. Yeah.
Man, I became obsessed with tigers because of that song. Oh my goodness.
That's awesome. Yeah, so love Katy Perry. I'm curious, I'm looking forward to the album. One Republic, I love One Republic, and their brand new album today, or their brand new album called Artificial Paradise comes out today, or is out now, depending on when you're listening to this. Eminem, The Death of Slim Shady. Have you heard Houdini?
No.
You haven't heard?
I
feel like you're too young for Eminem.
I do know Eminem. I know.
You do?
I know some Eminem songs, but I can't think of one.
So Eminem was like a huge part of my life since I was a kid. And Houdini, which is like the first single off of this new album, The Death of Slim Shady, Coup de Grâce, is like a return to form for him. So it's like, it reminds me of like his old pop hits. Mm-hmm. Anyway, we just played a clip.
So is Slim Shady like Eminem?
Yes, it's his character, yeah.
Oh, he has a character?
Yeah.
Oh, I love when artists do that.
Yeah. So, Stan, like when you say like, I stan Katy Perry.
That's the song that I know about Eminem,
yeah,
Stan.
That's where Stan came from.
Oh.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
That song, like there was somebody right into him and then they died in a car accident.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So that's where the term stan comes from. So when you're like, I stan Katy Perry.
Yeah.
It comes from the song
that
Stan.
Song?
Yeah.
What the heck?
Yeah.
Oh my God.
And so Eminem, back in the day, did this character, Slim Shady, and that was like where he put all of his kind of poppy, like crazy, stories and all that, like the murdering his wife and all that stuff. Like that
he
was all this.
His wife?
No. The character.
Oh.
So when he's talking about that in songs and stuff, like that was the character of Slim Shady. Then later on, like he was doing kind of more, I don't want to say more serious hip hop, but like less poppy, more hard. That was like not Slim Shady. So he's brought back Slim Shady with this album, The Death of Slim Shady, and it's like back to the fun, like poppy, crazy bops. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I love Eminem. I love Slim Shady. I hope that he doesn't really kill him.
That sucks.
But yeah.
I hate when artists do that. When they kill their characters.
Yeah. Yeah.
No, because people get emotionally attached to the character.
I know. I'm a stan of Slim Shady.
But I understand why the artist does it.
Yeah,
They've been playing these characters for years. They probably get tired of it.
Yeah, for sure.
Listen, this is not who I am anymore. So
right. Yep.
I get it, but I just don't like it.
Yeah, no, me either. What else? JoJo Siwa has released her Guilty Pleasure album. When I say released, I mean unleashed. I should say she has unleashed it onto all of us unsuspecting pop culture people, fans. You have some thoughts on JoJo.
I do. I don't understand why. I feel like I just look at JoJo Siwa and the first thing that comes to my mind is why. But it's not like in a way where it's like, why? It's just like, no, genuine curiosity. Why? Which I don't know if that makes it better. It's not like I am judging a little bit. Like, who doesn't?
Yeah.
But like, why?
Yeah.
Why?
I'm totally with you. I don't understand her. She gives off homeschooled kid energy.
Yeah.
And not only that, but like homeschooled kid, so like child star energy.
Yeah.
Not that there's anything wrong with homeschooled kids, my beloved listeners, but they do give off, sometimes there's homeschooled kids that give off some, I'm going to get canceled, but they give off some vibes.
Yeah.
They're giving that homeschool. And then there's plenty of homeschooled kids that are fine, but there's a certain type of kid sometimes that is a homeschooled kid. And JoJo gives that homeschooled vibe. For instance,
not the instances.
As you and I had talked about when it happened, she was in an interview and somebody said something and she was like, I have created a new genre of music. Mm-hmm. And the interviewer was like, oh, what? And she was like, gay pop. And it's like, bro, you're doing like dancey pop music like
that's done before.
Millions of artists before. Literally thousands of artists I could probably name off the top of my head that literally do the same music.
Lady Gaga comes first for me.
Yeah, Lady Gaga, Madonna, Cher, like, they're so Britney Spears. Like, I mean, bro, like
What makes
relax.
you so different,
Yeah,
JoJo?
Exactly. And that's what I mean. Like, she's giving off that, like, homeschooled, like, child star energy.
I feel like she's a bit out of touch with reality.
Yes.
I get that a lot. And I mean, I just don't think that she understands reality.
Yeah.
The way that I think most people would understand reality. She just gives me airhead kind of vibes when it comes to that kind of stuff.
Yeah, I think you nailed it on the head, at least for me, when you said, like, she's, like, out of touch, because it's like you didn't know that there were people who did dance pop music for the last 100 years.
Yeah, it's like an
years.
airhead to me, because it's like you didn't do research in the market that...
Well, it's not even, like, research. Like, did you exist?
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of a Madonna or Lady Gaga or Britney Spears song? Like, have you lived? You know what I mean? It's so weird to me.
How old is she?
I don't know. Maybe 30? I don't know. Let's look.
30?
I really don't know. I have no idea. I'm guessing. I'm really bad at guessing people's ages. She's 21.
Oh my God.
But she gives off that, like...
She's very pretty.
She is pretty. But, like, I don't know. She has, like, that older...
She does. I see it.
You know what I mean?
I see it.
At least in this picture. But she has... I don't know.
I would like to have a conversation with her. I would.
I would love to talk to her, too. Maybe we should have her on the show one time.
We should. You know what? Listen, because I feel like I don't want to judge too harshly, but at the same time, how can I not when you're putting this out there for the world?
Of course.
You know, I'm going to have an opinion on it.
Of course.
But I just feel like like I said, why? I would like to genuinely just talk to her and get her thoughts and to see, is this real, JoJo?
Yeah.
Like, is this like fake? Like, it's okay.
Right.
Or is this how you really are?
Yeah.
Like, I don't know.
And don't get me wrong. Like, I'm judging her right now.
Yeah.
She seems like she's such a sweet soul.
Yeah.
And, like, you know what I mean? Like, I'm not judging her as, like, well, I mean, I guess I am judging her as a person.
Yeah.
But, like, but not, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm judging some of her. So, in other words, when you put yourself out there, which pretty much my entire life has been out in the public in some way, through whatever, the Oprah shows or radio or TV or whatever, I've pretty much grown up in the public eye. So knowing that, I know that when I do that, I'm putting myself out there to be judged, whether I like it or not.
Yeah.
I don't have to listen to what people say or, I mean, you should see some of the comments sometimes I get that I do read because I can't help it.
Yeah.
Even though it's probably not good for my mental health sometimes. But I have to understand that if I'm going to be in this business, if I'm going to be in media or in content creation and, I'm opening myself up to ridicule, and I might not like what everybody has to say. I might not like what anybody has to say. But that is part of the deal. You know what I mean? I can't be like, oh, I want to put myself out there and create content.
Yeah.
And then be like, no, please don't say anything about me with your opinion. Yeah.
Yeah.
So when I say that to JoJo, or when I say that about JoJo, I'm also saying that knowing that, like, I get it. Yeah. It's hard. You're putting yourself out there. You're trying to be maybe authentic or maybe it's a character. I don't know. But whatever it is, like, you got, no matter what, you have balls to be able to go out there with your Kiss looking outfit and the star on your eye, and you know what I mean? Like,
and do this in public.
Yeah, exactly. So good for you for that. But I'm still going to judge when I think it's appropriate. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah, for sure. Because I know that I don't think I could be doing half the stuff that she's doing out in public.
Yeah,
with a sane mind.
Yeah, and, like, I mean, she's got confidence, which I don't. Even though sometimes people be like, "Oh, you're so cocky." I'm like, that's overcompensating for my terrible lack of self-confidence. You know what I mean? A lot of guys will do that, especially I feel like, at least I'm saying a lot of guys because obviously most of my friends are guys, so I kind of know more. Even guys will do it, like when you're at the gym, like, oh yeah, that's all you can lift, bro. You know what I mean? And then they'll, like, hurt themselves, like, trying to outlift you.
They'll, like, pull something. I've seen those videos. Yeah,
because they're like trying to, make up for their kind of lack of confidence by, like, overcompensating to show their boys that they're the alpha, or, you know what I mean? Like, whatever. Anyway, I don't know. Speaking of going off on random tangents, here we are at a gym showing off. Anyway, yes, guilty pleasure. I I do want to give it a listen. I think like Karma was the first single, right? With where she did that like weird dance, like which again, good for her for getting out there.
If she can do it girl, if you I don't know what her pronouns.
I'm not sure either.
So,
I think
I don't want to, whatever. But if she can do that, or they can do that.
Yeah. Good for them. Yeah. So that is our What's Out This Week segment. So what did we watch this week? That's the next segment. What did we watch this week? Here's the intro music. Boom. What did we watch this week? So I saw MaXXXine. Do you know that movie?
I do know that movie.
You've seen X and Pearl?
Yes. Don't tell me anything about MaXXXine, though.
I won't.
Like, no spoilers.
No. Oh, I never give spoilers.
Okay.
But I will tell you, this is not a spoiler. It is amazing.
Oh,
yes.
It's getting me so excited.
Yes, if you love X and Pearl, you will love this. Ty West, the writer, director, blah, 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 is a genius, and I wish he just makes horror movies like this all the time. So I saw that, and then I saw in D.C. for last week, I was in D.C. for PBS, Capitol 4th, and I got one night where we had a break for the night, and I didn't have anything scheduled with them until the next day.
Yeah.
So I was like, I'm going to go to the movies. They were like, cool, have fun. So I went and saw A Quiet Place Day 1. It is so good. I loved it. I always butcher her name, and I feel horrible. And there's literally no reason I should.
I love her.
Lupita Nyong'o. I love her, too.
I already know that whenever her name is on a movie, it's about to be the best movie I've ever watched. Like I don't know, her acting is just...
She's
phenomenal.
Incredible. Yeah, she's so incredible.
It's chills every single time I see her on the screen. No matter what, it's just chills.
Yeah. Did you like Quiet Place 1 and 2?
Yeah.
Okay, so you'll love this. It's obviously it's a day one of what happens, but in New York City. What's special about it for me is the story behind it. Like they could have easily been like, oh, here's day one. It doesn't really matter the plot. Here's cool, crazy stuff happening. No, they like really made an incredibly kind of moving film with the backdrop of A Quiet Place. It's awesome.
Wow.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so exciting.
Yeah, you got to see it. What did you watch this week?
I watched shows.
Okay.
I feel like I'm more of a show person.
Okay.
I do like movies, but I tune in every single Sunday for House of the Dragon.
Okay.
I'm one of those.
I've never seen House of the Dragon or Game of Thrones.
Okay, I'm about to walk out.
I know.
This is crazy.
Isn't that wild?
Yes.
Yeah.
House of the Dragon, and I'm a really big reality TV show fan.
Okay.
So I watch 90 Day Fiancé and all that stuff. What?
Okay. So I got addicted to 90 Day Fiancé when I was moving into my house. And had to put would put something on like while I'm doing stuff around my house. And I got addicted to 90 Day Fiancé and my 600-pound sisters or something.
Oh.
1,000-pound sisters.
Yes, me too.
Yeah.
Oh, I tune in for those. And was it 1,000-pound best friends?
Yes.
Oh, I tune into that too.
Yeah, when they went to the water park or whatever.
Yeah. Yes. Oh my goodness.
Yeah.
I remember that part.
Yeah. So how was House of the Dragon this week?
Oh, it was phenomenal. It was a very sad episode.
Is it as good as Game of Thrones?
Well, it depends on, is it Game of Thrones 1 through 6 you're talking about season, or Game of Thrones 6 through 8 season?
Oh, is there like a...
Oh, yeah, there is definitely a cutoff. Definitely a cutoff.
Okay, so 1 through 6 are like amazing, and 6 through 8 or 7 and 8 are like...
Yeah. So House of the Dragon, I feel like it is good. The storytelling is there. Storytelling for House of the Dragon is 100% there, and it is just so raw. I don't know, like the characters, the dragons, the plot. It just is one of those shows, in my opinion, where you watch it and it literally feels like you are in this world with these people.
Okay.
And it is seeing these dragons fly and seeing how these people are trying to resolve this issue that's happening. It's just so, you have so many opinions on it, and it tells you from multiple sides what's happening. So sometimes you might be like, okay, I understand why this person's doing it, but then it goes to so-and-so's point of view on the other side. So you're like, oh man, but I understand why that person's doing it too. So it's hard, but I am Team Black, which is, it's divided into Team Greens or Team Black. So I am Team Black, and that is for Rhaenyra Targaryen, and the Team Green is for Aegon Targaryen, which you probably don't know who these people are.
No.
But basically, they're fighting for the throne.
Okay.
So
is this a prequel or a sequel?
It's a prequel.
Prequel.
This is before Game of Thrones. This is like centuries before Game of Thrones happened.
So could I watch this without watching Game of Thrones?
I would, yeah, you definitely can. I would probably recommend watching it before Game of Thrones.
Okay.
Because it takes you back all the way to the Targaryen dynasty, which is Targaryens is the name of the house that rules this city called Westeros, which is what Game of Thrones is taking place in.
Okay.
So they are the original rulers. And in Game of Thrones, it's different because the Targaryens are not ruling in Game of Thrones.
Okay.
It's interesting to see House of the Dragon unfold with all of these Targaryens, because in Game of Thrones, there's only 2 Targaryens left. So it's like, how did this house that overtook the whole entire world of Westeros, how did they, with all their dragons, with all of their children, with all of their, like, how did they go from the most powerful house in the world to only 2 of them being fugitives?
Okay.
How did that happen?
All right. Awesome. What else did you watch? Anything else cool?
No. I'm sorry. No.
That's all good. We are going to take a quick break and pay the bills. So it'll take 60 seconds, and we love our advertisers because they allow us to bring this show to you. They pay our bills so we can, do this every week. Yeah. Anyway, see you in 60. All right, we are back. Thank you for hanging out with us. Pop Culture Weekly. I am Kyle McMahon, and I'm here with Amanda.
Bias. Excuse me.
I was going to say Amanda the promo girl, and then I was like, no. So I was like, anyway, because I feel like you need a nickname. You know what I mean?
The promo girl.
Is that stupid?
Yeah, a little bit.
No. Amanda.
We'll think about it.
Yeah. Or vote. Yeah, we should do a thing.
Yes. Oh, that would be interesting.
Yeah. All right, look for that. Okay, so our feature presentation. Favorite summer movies. Our feature presentation, favorite summer movies. You go first.
Okay.
What's your first one?
My first one, when you first told me first summer movie, the first one that came to my mind was The Sandlot.
Oh.
Because I grew up with that movie.
So did I.
And I watched that movie every single summer. And that movie just brings so much nostalgia to me.
Yeah.
I just get so happy when I watch it. I don't know. It's familiar. It's what I grew up with. The characters. I don't know. It's that movie for me.
It is so good. Mm-hmm. And same thing for me. I grew up with that movie. It is a classic. It has that nostalgia. It has those feels. You know what I mean? Like, it's just that movie. I love that movie so much. I would say my first one is The Goonies.
Oh, The Goonies.
For me, actually kind of similarly to The Sandlot, it's something I grew up with. It reminds me of summer. I don't know if I first saw it in the summer or something. Obviously, a chunk of it seems to take place in the summer. It's just one of those movies that, like, I feel good. I can't say a bad word about it. Like, it's just ultimate summer for me. Like, you go on this big adventure with your friends, like, and I don't know. It's just so summery for me. You've seen it, right?
No.
What?
I haven't seen it, but I do know about it.
You've never seen The Goonies?
I've never seen The Goonies. I'm sorry.
No, you don't have to apologize. I just feel bad for you. You have got to watch it. I'm serious.
I'll watch it.
You will love it as much as you love The Sandlot.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Okay.
It'll be one of those movies I think that you'll watch every summer.
Okay. Yeah. I know about The Goonies, but I have never actually sat down with, like, my bucket of popcorn and, like, watched it in its full.
Okay. Yeah, you got to do it. And it has a killer song. The title song is called Goonies Are, with a backwards R, Good Enough. Goonies Are Good Enough, and it's by Cyndi Lauper. And it is so 80s and so summery and so fits that movie. And it's like a fun adventure song. It's awesome.
Yeah.
But yeah, so my first one would be the Goonies.
I'll put it on the list.
Please do. What's your next one?
My next one is Jaws.
Jaws.
I love sharks.
That's on my list too, by the way.
Oh, it is?
Yeah.
Good. We can talk about it. So Jaws, and there's multiple Jaws movies.
Of course.
I like them all.
Yeah.
Like, I like them all. There's not one where I'm just like, whatever. But I guess if I had to choose, I feel like I would do the original.
Okay.
The first one.
And me. Yeah, same for me. I do love the one, I think it's 3 when they're in like SeaWorld or something.
Yes, that one's good. Or he breaks the glass.
Yeah.
When I was a kid,
it scared the hell out of me.
The glass, that freaked me out. And then I watched it as an adult and I was like, this is really bad animation. Like, how was I scared of this? It's so fake.
But it's so good.
It is good.
Like in a...
You look past it.
Huh?
You look past
Exactly. You're like there. But what's interesting is the first one, Jaws 1, I feel like had great effects.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But it's like they almost went for like too much effects in the third one.
Yeah.
So it's dated now.
Yeah.
But I still love it.
Oh, yeah, for sure. It's still good.
Yeah.
Like, the story's still there.
Exactly. So fun fact, my dad, that side of the family was born in New York, and he went to Academy of Dramatic Arts or something in New York, and he auditioned for Jaws.
Oh.
And it was between like him and like 3 other guys, and obviously he didn't get it. But yeah, I mean, he didn't audition as the shark, Jaws.
Really? Because I felt like...
but I think it was like the guy's son or something in the movie. But yeah, so that's a fun fact. But what I love about Jaws, well, I mean, there's many things, but like to this day, I feel like that movie has made everybody scared of sharks.
Every single person.
You know what I mean?
On the face of the earth.
Yeah.
Yes.
But you know what's interesting? So I was at the beach last weekend, and finally, I have not been to the beach. So I have family that lives at the beach. You know, you and I are an hour and a half away from the beach at max. Like, it's like a way of life for us here. I have not actually been on the beach, like on the sand, in like 2 years, which is crazy for me because any other time I'd be down there all the time. But my life has been so crazy the last few years. Actually, it's probably been 3 years. But so I went down to visit my family, and we all got together at the beach. I went on the beach, and I started worrying about sharks.
No.
Before, like, even like the night before. And because I'm an anxiety-ridden person sometimes, I was up till like 4 a.m. studying sharks. And like, yeah. And did you know you're not supposed to wear dangly jewelry in the water?
You're not.
Yeah, like nothing flashy because it'll catch their eye. But I do feel pretty confident now that I could take on a shark.
Oh my God. Well, it depends on which one.
So I am ready for any shark.
No.
I am. So
Kyle,
here's the thing.
No, you're not.
So here's the thing. So I saw this woman on TikTok, because you should always get your information from TikTok.
Yeah. That's all you have to tell me for me to... No.
But she said, and she's like a shark girl or whatever.
What did she say? To bop the nose and stuff?
So, okay. So, yeah, you put your arm out and you lock your elbow when it's coming to you, and you look directly at it. And as it's coming up to you, you put your hand out, elbow locked, arm stretched, and you hit its nose and gently guide it away from you.
Gently guide it.
Yeah. And so I was so confident to hop in that water the next day.
Hell no.
I was like, okay, sharks, I'm not scared of you because I'm going to lock my elbow and gently guide you the other way. But then I saw jellyfish in the water. So
that is what made you not want to get into the water?
Yeah. So
no, I get it though.
Yeah, so the jellyfish, I was like, ooh, I didn't prepare. My anxiety didn't prepare me for that. So I didn't go on a freaking black hole of jellyfish fighting videos.
It's okay. I understand. Because jellyfish can sting even if they're dead.
Oh, they can?
Yeah.
So that's interesting because my cousin was like, I think that one's dead. Like, so you're good.
No, you're not.
Oh my God.
I think it depends on what kind of jellyfish it is.
Okay.
Because when they're dead, I do think that they can still sting. Because that part of their body is still active.
Okay.
Yeah.
Jellyfish scare me because you can't really get away
from them.
Yeah. Like, I can't touch it.
And they're like so all over the place.
Yeah.
Like they can be right here, but their legs or whatever part of that body.
Yeah.
It's like all out.
Right. That's
like,
scary.
Can you control that?
Yeah. Maybe I should just I'll start bringing sticks with me to that. You know what I ended up doing? It's so funny. I think somebody took a video of it. I ended up making my cousin and my aunt.
Mm-hmm. What?
I got in like an inner tube, and they got in the water, and I sat in the inner tube, and they had the rope, and were recording me around.
What? No. I would have been cracking up. Why?
Because that way I couldn't get stung by jellyfish. I mean, they would, but I'd be in the
every
inner
man
tube.
for themselves when going to the beach with Kyle.
Now that I think about it, that's so like mean of me to like be like, hey, you guys get in the water and cart me around in the inner tube so I don't get stuck.
Oh my God. How did they agree to that?
I'm a prince. What can I say?
But yeah, I feel like I love sharks. I don't think that I'm scared. I mean, I wanted to work with sharks.
Yeah, you wanted to be like a animal person, right?
Yeah, I wanted
like
to be a marine biologist.
A marine biologist.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've always loved the ocean. So sharks for me they're my favorite animals. So on my bucket list is I want to go shark diving with great whites eventually.
Oh my God. Well, I can come with you and protect you because I know how to take them on.
Not a great white. Oh my God. Maybe a tiger.
Tiger shark?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So Jaws, anyway, bringing it back home.
Okay, yeah.
This is our ADD, especially mine. Yeah, but tangent, but it's such a classic summer movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like everybody's seen that movie. Everybody loves that movie. If you don't, you're like not even American or something.
Did you go to the Jaws ride in Universal?
Yes.
I never got a chance to do that, and that is my villain origin story.
I'm
so upset about that ride closing.
When did it close? Do you know?
I don't know. It closed before I got a chance to go on there. That's all that matters.
Yeah.
Like,
I had seen it, and then like I'd say the next year or something they got rid of it.
that's crazy.
Yeah. So I like just made it in time. I love Universal so much. All right. So that was yours. Okay. Vacation. National Lampoon's Vacation with Chevy Chase. You're joking. You've
I've
never seen
watched
this?
That. No.
Do you know what movie I'm talking about?
No, Kyle, what are these movies?
You've seen Christmas Vacation, right? What? You've never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation?
Wait. I don't even know what you're saying. Wait. What? Slow down.
You've never seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, the movie?
National Lampoon's
Christmas
Vacation. Christmas Vacation. What? No. No.
I cannot believe.
I can't believe that title. National Lamb. Oh, it's a family.
Well, okay. You've never seen this?
Oh, what is that?
It's, oh my goodness. Nick!
No. What is that?
You've never seen this movie with this family? It's on like 17 times a day on Christmas.
I've never seen that movie.
Okay. Wow. First of all, you're going to add that to your list too for the Christmas.
Okay, you got to make me a list because I'm just like,
yeah.
I have to put this on my Letterboxd.
Oh, I'm on Letterboxd.
Oh, you are?
Yes.
Oh.
Can we be friends?
Yes.
Nick Alessandrini, the man, the production legend, the sports talent. Hey, okay. I had to bring Nick in.
I can't believe this.
To embarrass Amanda, not on purpose. But we're going over our favorite summer movies.
Summer movies, okay.
And I said, oh, Vacation.
Yes.
You know,
that's a
Chevy
good one.
Chase,
Yeah, I'm
legend.
a big Chevy Chase guy.
Yeah. And she's like, what's that? And I was like, oh, well, you've seen National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. And she was like, what? What are you saying?
Okay, now we have an issue. Like,
Wait,
Vacation
hold
was
on.
okay.
Time out
Once we get
here.
to Christmas Vacation, now an issue has arisen here.
Time out. I don't know why I'm timing out, but time out.
She's never seen, she has no idea what
That
we're
is
talking
one of
about.
my favorite movies. Like for any season, I watch it a lot during Christmas, obviously, as I'm sure everybody else does during the holiday time. But that's a movie I can pop on in the summer too.
Yeah.
Even like,
Yeah.
I'll pop that movie on, and sometimes it's just on if you still have cable. I'm one of the few people in the world that still has cable, and it'll be on one of those random channels at like 11 o'clock at night. But it is a fantastic movie, one of my favorite movies of all time in any genre of season.
Yeah. You, first of all, have need to watch National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation. Like, that's mandatory.
Man, yeah, you should probably leave work early
Yeah.
now.
Cracking
It's like literally that vital.
That important?
Yes.
Oh my god.
So
I'm going in with
Vacation-
You know what the
high
worst part might be, though, Kyle, is if she does watch it, come back in here and tells us she doesn't like it.
That would be bad.
That would be horrible.
Yeah.
First of all, I don't know how I would view you going forward, Amanda. But I mean, does that prove that? And again, Amanda is younger than we are.
Yeah.
So does that prove, or maybe is any evidence that that generation doesn't like the movie? Because that's how I might take it, and that would be crippling to my emotions.
Oh my god, now I'm representing.
Now you're representing
My
a whole
generation.
generation. This is the biggest movie you've ever watched.
No.
Are you Gen Z?
I think I don't know.
Yeah, because we're millennials.
We're millennial. I know that, but I don't. After that,
But even
your
for
guess
us,
is as good as mine.
Even for us,
after
though,
that.
we were babies when that came out.
Yeah, that's true. I think it must have been my
So
parents.
it's really,
my grandparents,
it would be like
everything.
Gen X
Yeah.
age or boomers or whatever. But like, I just feel like it's multi-generational.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
agree, yeah. That's a great one. Absolutely. One of my... And again, I know you got me off topic with the summer movies and then hit me with Christmas Vacation.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is
And Vacation, what do you think about
great one
that?
too, yeah.
Yeah.
It's definitely up there also. I mean, no, it's not Christmas Vacation.
Exactly.
And I don't know if that's because I actually watched Christmas Vacation before that one.
Oh, me too.
Right? Like,
Yep,
isn't that
yep.
weird? But like, so maybe that's the reason why. But yeah, both should be on the list. For
Yeah,
sure.
yeah. And then, of course, there was European Vacation.
Yeah, that's
What the heck?
And then Vegas Vacation.
what?
Yeah. And then wasn't there... Didn't they make another one? Oh, it was Vacation. It was like not a remake.
Ed Helms, right?
Yeah,
They
where
did
he
Ed
played.
Helms.
Was
he
it
was Dusty? I think.
Yes,
Yeah, that's right.
yes. Which is like a sequel.
Yeah, kind of. Wow, I didn't even think about that part.
Is this
Yeah.
a franchise?
Yeah.
Do you watch Community? Have you ever seen Community?
No.
I have to leave. That's a great show. Chevy Chase, I think that was like his last big acting job. Was
Yeah.
in Community, and I love Community. So that was a show probably 10 years ago. It was like 2012 when that.
Was it that long?
It had to have been that long ago.
Yeah.
Yeah. Because I remember watching it in high school. So yeah, he was in that too. I want to know if you've seen that. Maybe you might know. You know who Chevy Chase is, though, right? Like, have you seen him in anything?
Yeah.
Yeah. But
You
he's
don't.
been in,
She
like-
doesn't. She has no
yeah,
idea.
I know who that is.
I'm trying to think of like something else you would. Well, I mean, and me throwing out movies like Caddyshack and like stuff like
Yeah,
that is
she
just
would
that
have
is
no
nobody's
idea.
listening on the other end of that. So I don't
I'm trying
know.
to say this is what he looks like today. But
Clark Griswold, baby.
yeah.
You know, it's funny. You can go to like different people's houses or some people that I know, like, and you have never mentioned Christmas Vacation before, and like they'll have like the Clark Griswold Blackhawks, like Chicago Blackhawks, like jersey in their
Yeah,
house. Like,
yeah.
There's like random memorabilia like that from the movie
The,
that you would think is just like sports memorabilia, but like no, that's like I was in the house in Christmas Vacation,
Yeah.
like stuff like that.
I have a cup that is the boot. Like,
Oh, yeah.
you know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, that was different.
Yeah.
Eggnog.
And then I don't have, but
I have
I've seen
I have
people
Christmas
with the
Vacation
legs.
Christmas pajamas, and all kinds of stuff.
Yeah,
like that.
exactly.
Are
I've
we,
seen.
are we allowed to curse on this program?
Yeah.
Shitter's full. That's the line from the movie. I was like, Shitter's,
Shitter's
full.
full.
That's right. Yeah, I got that on the pajamas. I tell you.
She is so lost.
Yeah, that just saw
She's
her
never
eyes. I
even
just looked
seen
over
him.
and glanced at her.
I just showed her pictures. She's like, I've no idea. She's like,
Phenomenal movie.
yeah. Since you've graced us with your presence for a moment, what is your favorite summer movie?
That's a tough. Like, I'm trying to. You know, you want to know one of them when I was younger that I went to the movies and saw, and that I don't know. It stuck with me over the years. Disturbia. Would Disturbia count as a summer movie? Like, I love Disturbia with Shia LaBeouf.
Didn't it come out in the summer?
I think it did, yeah, because I remember going to the theaters in the summer to
Yeah.
watch it. So yeah, that's the first movie that came back to me.
That is a
there,
great
yeah.
one.
That
Great
was a
movie.
good one, man.
That was
Shia used
that
to
was
be
like
the
his
man.
first big movie, wasn't it?
Yeah, it was right after Transformers. It was like his
I forgot.
first big-
Transformers came first.
Yeah, I think Transformers came first, and
Okay.
that was like the big one. Then this was like his big movie after that, which I thought was a really good movie.
I loved Disturbia. She
Yeah.
also has no idea what we're talking about.
How would you know?
How would I know?
How do you know
Yeah.
that
Because
she
of your
doesn't?
face. Have you seen it?
No.
We're gonna write you a list today.
Yes.
and we're gonna send you home with it.
You know, I feel like I haven't watched nothing.
I mean, you haven't seen Christmas Vacation, so you might as well have seen nothing ever.
God.
Yeah, you might as well watch nothing.
We're going to be friends on Letterboxd. By the way, my Letterboxd is Kyle McMahon.
We're just-
Are you on Letterboxd, Nick?
I'm gonna pull an Amanda here. What is Letterboxd?
I see how it is.
So-
now both of us. You're the only one that knows everything. Kyle,
No,
guess,
I
'cause
do
me and
not.
Amanda don't know everything. I don't know what that is. She doesn't know what Christmas Vacation is.
Letterboxd is a social media app that is just for films.
Okay.
So I don't want to say it's like a Facebook for film, but so you log the movies you watch,
Oh, okay. Yeah.
you create
You can make
lists.
like lists and
yeah.
watch
My
lists
dad
and
would love.
everything.
Yeah.
He has seen them all.
Yeah. And Letterboxd
Has to be
is
great to get him on that.
you should do it because it's cool and you could like rate and review as you log them too.
That's what I'll try to get him to.
Yeah, and you could go back, and be like, oh, I saw this movie back on this date, or oh, I did see that movie. What did I think about it? I forgot.
I'm gonna set him up. He would love that.
Yeah,
he likes to keep track, and he always like, come here, watch out this movie, or check out this movie I just watched the other day. It's some crazy movie I've never heard of, and
he will love Letterboxd. And have him follow me because
well, he's always looking for suggestions.
Yeah,
for sure.
And that's the other cool thing. So like, I could look at Amanda's like watch list or her log, like her diary log of like what she's watched, or I could see her lists of like my favorite summer movies. We could do a list of favorite summer movies, and I could go and see what she put. Right. Like, it's really cool.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to get on that for sure. And now back to the summer movie. Are you talking about like movies that came out during the summer or that take place in the summer?
Either.
Yeah, I do franchises like the Scream franchise, Friday franchise, and I put them in like a list and I rank them.
Yeah.
That's what I do with that kind of stuff.
Yeah, it's so much fun.
That's like, you could have a whole discussion on best franchises.
Absolutely.
Well, the Vacation one, I probably have to put the whole entire...
put that on.
You do.
Bring back the beefy crunch burrito. Thank you very much.
And keep the nacho fries. Keep the freaking
Nick
nacho fries.
Everybody.
Yeah, nacho fries are good too. Nacho fries and beefy crunch burrito, the breakfast, lunch, and dinner of champions.
I love how that's your mic drop. Thanks. All right. So.
Okay.
Vacation. Wow, that was a ride.
Now I feel like torn up.
That was a ride. But Vacation is so good. It reminds me of when I was a kid. It reminds me of being on summer vacation, like as a kid. I love that movie so much. All right. What's your next one?
My next one would probably be, it's a musical. It's called In the Heights.
Oh, yeah. From New York.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that musical. I feel like people don't like it a lot because it didn't get that much good ratings like when it came out. But I loved it. I mean.
That's Lin-Manuel, right?
Yeah.
He is amazing. He's a genius.
I love his pen work. Like, it is just, oh, yeah.
And that takes place in, what do you call it, Heights?
Washington Heights.
Washington, thank you.
Yeah.
I'm like...
no, I blanked there too for a minute.
Yeah.
Washington Heights. I don't
in
know.
the city.
Yeah, I felt like when I watched it in the theaters with my sister and my parents, and I just felt like it was the first time that I saw a movie that dove in depth, like with Hispanic culture at that like time. So it was a movie where I really saw myself because I'm Puerto Rican. So I really resonated with a lot of the characters that it's hard to do like in today's
authentically.
Media. Yeah. So it was like, it felt like I was going and seeing like my family.
Right.
And it was like, oh, this is so cool. And the music, I loved the music.
Yeah.
I mean, it was just such a good, catchy, like salsa, Hispanic. It felt like home.
Yeah.
Because that's
of course
where I'm from. But yeah, it's one of my favorites.
Yeah, so I love Lin-Manuel. I started watching it, and I thought I probably watched the first 20 minutes, and I thought it was amazing. And then something happened, and I didn't finish it.
Now it's my turn to roast you.
I know.
You got to finish that movie, Kyle.
Yeah, it was like the opening scene with the bodega and all. Like,
yes.
It was so amazing, and I do want to watch it. And to be honest, I kind of forgot about it, but now that you're bringing it up, I'm going to be watching it like in the next week or so.
Good.
Yeah, that's a good one. I Know What You Did Last Summer. Have you ever seen that?
No.
You've never seen that?
Kyle, I've not seen your movies. I'm sorry.
It's a scary movie.
I know what it is, but I have never seen it.
Okay. My buddy Ryan Philippi is in it he's from Delaware, and it's got an awesome cast, but I was a kid when I saw that, and it is a thriller, it's a horror, it's a whodunit, it's a mystery. It is, I love it. Is it an Oscar-winning film? Like, no, but it wasn't trying to be, so it's amazing for what it is, and I love it, and it reminds me of summer, and like those kind of summer scary nights, where I used to still love to watch like a scary movie on a weekend or whatever, but it has the summer vibe too. Such a great summer movie. So
Moana,
that's a good one.
I think that Moana is one of my top. Well, Moana is my favorite Disney movie.
Okay.
Ever. So I mean, she has to be in this list because it's the ocean.
Yeah.
So it's like, I don't know. I don't know when Moana came out. I don't even know if Moana came out in the summer. But it's just a movie that I find myself playing a lot during this time of year because it's oceany and it's like, you know, it's Moana.
Yeah. It's Moana.
And Moana's 2 coming out.
Yes.
So,
and Moana live action.
Yes.
Yeah. With The Rock.
I will be seated.
Yeah.
I will be seated for that.
That's a good one. I have 2 more, which I'll do one. Summer of Sam, which clearly you haven't seen that one either. Summer of Sam is based on a true story. Came out in 99.
Mm-hmm.
It is, the logline is, during the summer of 1977, a killer known as the Son of Sam keeps all of New York City on edge with a series of brutal murders.
Okay, that sounds interesting.
Yeah. And, John Leguizamo's in it, who I love. He's Puerto Rican.
Yeah. Oh, wait. What's his name?
John Leguizamo.
Who's that? Who is that?
The philandering Vinny unwittingly almost becomes a victim of the psychopath, and soon he and numerous people in his orbit, including his wife Deanna, played by Mira Sorvino, his punk rocker friend Richie, and aspiring porn star Ruby, played by Jennifer Esposito, are trying to figure out the identity of the killer before it's too late. It's directed by Spike Lee, who I love Spike Lee, and you know the what do you call it killer, the Son of Sam killer was like a real thing in New York in the 70s. So it takes place during that time. And it takes place in the summer. You know, there wasn't like air conditioning and stuff. It's really good. It's so good. It's like a awesome edge of your seat.
Is it like a psychological thriller?
Yes.
Okay, I love those movies.
Yeah, it's like a psychological / crime thriller.
Okay.
Yeah, it's really good. So that's my next one. What's your last one?
I think I guess my last one would probably be Friday the 13th.
That's a great one.
Like
one of my favorite movies ever, by the way.
Me too.
Yeah.
Like none in particular. Like I like them all.
Yeah.
I like them all. I know that the first one gets a lot of hate, but people just don't understand it the way I do.
Yeah. Yeah. It is, for me, quintessential. This is why I never use big words. It is a quintessential summer movie.
Mm-hmm.
Like, it takes place at freaking camp.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It is a classic. It is one of my favorite movies ever. And I not only watch it every summer, but I watch it every Friday the 13th.
Yeah,
if
me
I can.
too. Every fall.
Yeah.
Actually, me and my sister were going to go to Camp Crystal Lake because it's in New Jersey.
I did.
You did?
It's so much fun.
I didn't get to go last year, and I am buying these tickets early.
Yeah.
So
Go. It is a lot of fun. And then at the end.
Did you stay the night?
No. At the end, they have like a campfire thing, and you watch Friday the 13th. It's really cool.
That's crazy.
Yeah. It's so much fun. Camp Crystal Lake in New Jersey.
Yeah.
Okay, my last one is The Florida Project. So The Florida Project is...
I like how you talk about these movies like knowing that I didn't even watch them. Like, The Florida Project. So what that's about is, what if I did watch it?
You didn't.
I didn't.
So The Florida Project, who I'll put the link in the show notes because I interviewed the cast and writer-director. And it is really cool. It's an independent film. The logline is set in the shadow of the most magical place on earth. 6-year-old Mooney and her 2 best friends forge their own adventures while Mooney's struggling mom and a kind-hearted motel manager protect the kids from the harsh reality that surrounds them. It's by Sean Baker, who's amazing. It was filmed literally right outside of Disney and partly inside of Disney.
That's so cool.
And it's basically about the reality of these kids that live in motels right outside of Disney World. So you have Disney, who I love, but they're this big multi-billion-dollar company and this beautiful parks and all. But then half a mile away, you have kids that are so poor that they're living in a motel because they don't have a place to go. So it's about that. It's very summery for me, and it also takes place in Florida, which for me is summery all year. Mm-hmm. I don't know. For me, that's a summery movie. Now that I'm like talking about it, I'm like, all of my other choices are either like, fun and adventure-y and like, or thriller or whatever. And then this, I'm like, okay, now sad. Like, but it's a great movie and you really, really, really should see it.
Okay, you gotta write this stuff down.
Yeah, I'm going to send you a list of all these.
I'm going to make a letterbox list and just be like, movies, Rex by Kyle.
Yeah, for sure. All right, so that is our feature presentation. This was your first show. What do you think?
It was pretty fun.
Pretty fun?
Pretty fun.
Pretty?
Okay, it was not that great.
No, I was going higher, not lower.
I thought you wanted the honest truth. No, I'm kidding. No, it wasn't really what I expected. I thought it was going to be more like, I guess, like structured.
My life is not structured.
But I kind of like that it wasn't, though, because it made it flow more natural.
Yeah.
So I think that it was really nice, and it was just exciting.
Awesome.
To be able to talk about this kind of stuff, and yeah.
We're going to come back more often?
Yeah.
Awesome. Because I would love to
get the reactions for these movies.
And like, just have somebody to discuss this stuff with again. You know what I mean? Normally I'm discussing, the last few years I've been discussing it by myself to our listeners who are amazing, but for them to interact with me, they're sending emails or saying something on social or whatever. So it's not like that immediate interaction where you and I can just be like,
yeah,
what?
I don't know that movie.
What movie you're talking about. The iconic classic National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation.
Okay. We get it.
All right. So that is our show for today. Thank you, Amanda Baez, for being here.
You're welcome.
I really appreciate it. You're amazing.
Thank you for having me.
Of course. And thank you for all you do with all the promo stuff. You're awesome. And thank you for listening. You are awesome. And the reason that this show keeps growing every single day, every single episode, is because of you and all the support that you give me and us and this show. You know, your emails, your shares, your social messages, the talk back button. You guys are awesome, and I love it. If you haven't yet, please give us a review on Apple Podcasts. It really helps to continue to grow the show, which means I can continue to bring you great conversations and great guests and great celebrity interviews and all that good stuff. So we have some more stuff that's pretty cool coming up in the pipeline, including more video. So I'm really excited about that. We'll be more interactive on socials coming up with some regularly scheduled, more frequently posted content coming up on all the socials. So that'll be fun too. All right. Until next week, that was our favorite summer movies list as of now, because it's going to change next summer. But that's our favorite movies list of now. I'll see you next week. I love you.
Thank you for listening to Pop Culture Weekly. Hear all the latest at popcultureweekly.com.
Nar, nar. Nar, nar. Da, 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 da.